I have CPI data for you and the breakdown of the tables that'll tell you what was good and what was bad about the CPI report. Now, first, headline month over month CPI up 0.3. That's 0.2 higher than last month and 1/10 higher than expectations. Year over year, 2.7% on the headline, 0.3 higher than last month. The core up 0.2, 1/10 higher than last month, but the 1/10 lower than expectations, and then the core 2.9%, 1/10 higher than last month, but in line with expectations. Now, let's find out why this is a good number, and let's look at the problems. Now, first, the good numbers, the good part of this report. It's dominated by energy, right? And you had energy up 0.9, you had energy commodities up 1%, gasoline up 1%, fuel oil up 1.3%. Why is that good? Because if you look from the June 14th to June 22nd, crude oil was sitting at or around $74. June 23rd, it opened at 78 and closed at 67. So it's 10% lower than this was probably measured at. That's why a lot of that can be discounted. Now, other parts, owner's equivalent rent and rent in general. Up 0.2 is shelter, owner's equivalent rent up 0.3, rent up 0.2. Here's the one negative part. New vehicles down 0.3, used cars and trucks down 0.7. Meat, poultry, and fish and eggs down 0.1%. Why? Eggs down 7.4%, but beef up 2%. So apparel up 0.4 and food up 0.3, food at home up 0.3, food away up 0.4. So the energy part of this, if they took it a little lower, it might be a better number. That's why the market might be discounting some of this. Now, the market's up because of NVIDIA. The Dow and Russell is down because of banks and regional banks.